And we'll move forward. Some questions when you get them.
Sure, thank you all. My name is Phil Grant. I'm currently your first assistant district attorney. I'm running for the 9th District Court. I really would appreciate your endorsement. Just to tell you a little bit about me, I am a military brat. I grew up all over the United States of America, but we were always Texans. My dad was from the San Antonio area. That's where I spent my summers and my Christmases. And they both went to UT, and I know that that's not popular in this area, but when I went to law school, I came back to the University of Texas and then began my career as a prosecutor in the Harris County District Attorney's Office in 1996. So now I have about 20 years of experience as a prosecutor. I've specialized in all areas of prosecution, from child sexual abuse to public integrity crimes. I've tried capital murder cases, and I've handled everything that you can handle as a district attorney, as a prosecutor. I've seen it, I've done it, I've been out there with you guys, handling it in the middle of the night. I've done it all. And I think you guys know why I'm running. It became evident pretty clear a few years ago that the voters made a mistake and they elected somebody without the right kind of experience for the job. And you guys have suffered the most, I think, of all of us because of that. It's one of the things, I know that the DA's office and law enforcement, sometimes we have conflict, but at the end of the day, we all knew we were working for the same goal, and that was to keep this community safe. And I think it energized us both. We fed off each other because when we started realizing that we could get the kind of results that we get from Montgomery County juries, everybody got excited. And then all of a sudden we had a judge in the night who wasn't taking care of business and isn't there for the right reasons. And we see what can happen. And that's been real demoralizing, not only for us as a prosecutor's office, but for you guys in law enforcement as well. So I'm running to set that right. I think it's important to have the right kind of person in that position that believes in doing the right thing and following the law and protecting our kids and protecting our community and has the right kind of experience. Nothing that comes to that courtroom is going to surprise me. I've done it all. I've written a murder search warrant. I'm the only one in this group that's been a felony prosecutor. I'm the guy who's done the work, and I can get up on that bench and I can do the right thing every time. So I'd appreciate your support.
Thank you. First question, can you explain why there's so many pretrial detainees in the Montgomery County Jail, and if elected, what you can do to help alleviate this problem?
Absolutely, I can explain why, and it's really simple. It's access to the courtroom. There is absolutely no reason that full-time criminal courts can't be holding dockets every single day. In some courts, for example, we've got a lady in the jail right now for a theft. She's got no prior criminal history, state jail felony theft, and her first court date is in January. That's absolutely ridiculous. There is no reason why we can't be having dockets every day. One of the benefits of my experience was I was a prosecutor in Harris County, which is obviously a big city, and I've also been a prosecutor in a small jurisdiction that's smaller than this one, and I've seen what works in both. But one thing that definitely works is getting those cases, those defendants, those lawyers in a courtroom and getting them the opportunity to resolve their case. The other thing that works is regular trial dockets. The most efficient court, or the person that's had the most trials, is sitting right there, back there with Judge Seiler. But he had all the sexually violent predators. But Judge Mychok, who ran a full-time criminal court, she only could try about 20-something cases a year. But in a lot of courts, they're not even getting single digits. So at the very least, if I match the number of trials that Judge Mychok has across the hall, we're going to be in good shape. And I think I can even do better than that because I've been in a jurisdiction where they try cases every week. I once, as a felony prosecutor in Harris County, tried 3 felony cases in a 2-week period. It can be done. We can try more cases. And if we try more cases and we have more access to the courtroom, we're going to get that jail population way down very quickly. Right now, the 9th District Court has the highest number of cases pending in your jail right now. And as soon as I get in there, we're going to start trying cases and we're going to get that jail population down. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. What's the first thing you would improve once elected?
The first thing I'm going to do is get those defendants in our courtroom. Right now in the 9th, it's 1 docket a week, and it's one or 2 trial dockets a month. So we're going to have everyday dockets starting on the first day that I take the bench in the night. Every single morning, we're going to be handling cases and doing the people's business because, you know, judges get paid a decent salary. You deserve a full-time judge. And I need to be in that courtroom doing the job that you guys elect me to do. So I'm going to be there every single day, and we're going to be working on cases every single day. And we're going to be putting pressures both on the defense and the state to get their stuff together and get ready for trial. You know, I know you guys as law enforcement officers, you don't want to wait 2 or 3 years for a case to go to trial. By the time that case goes to trial, you know, it's a lot harder for you to remember the details that are going to be important and critical to get a good result at the end of the day. You know, if I get that case to trial faster in the 9th District Court, you guys are going to have a better result and a better experience. So, immediate daily dockets, immediate regular trial dockets, immediate docket control orders, and not a bunch of useless resets. You know, listen, I'm the first assistant district attorney. I think we do a good job in the DA's office, but those people know that I'm going to hold their feet to the fire, and they're going to have to be ready to go to trial, and the defense are going to have to be ready to go to trial, and we're going to get some cases resolved quickly.
Thank you, sir.
Steve, sir,
Yes.
they pretty much told my question all the pieces, and pretty much already answered it, but I'll ask it anyway. What is the plan for prosecution and managing the docket load in light of the sitting individuals in there? Pretty much already answered that.
Well, there's no doubt that when I take over, whether it's sooner or in January 1st of 2017, that docket's going to be in bad shape. And what's happened now is he said I'm not going to try any more cases until April, which I think is code for I'm going to turn it over to whoever wins the primary. I'm not sure about that, but that's certainly what it sounds like. So we're going to have a seriously backlogged trial docket. We're going to have a seriously backed up courtroom docket. It's just about getting in there, rolling up your sleeves, and holding people accountable. You know, they need to be ready to go. We're going to try cases, and we're going to get as many juries over there. We're going to pick multiple juries a week, if that's what it takes. Now, one of the other things that I've been doing is I've been talking to defense attorneys. And you know what? Believe it or not, they got some good ideas. And some of those ideas are about categorizing the type of cases that we have on the dockets. As you can imagine, a state-owned felony drug case or a state-owned felony theft case is a lot easier to work out, a lot faster to work out than maybe a murder case or a serious aggravated assault or an armed robbery. And they said, listen, why put all the state-owned felonies and the third degrees on one docket, and then let's do the violent crime and the victim crimes on different days, because it's harder to work those cases out in any one time. And that makes a lot of sense. So we're going to prioritize the type of cases. We're going to strategize. We're going to put similar cases that are easier to work out. We're going to get them in there quicker. You know, if somebody gets arrested on a Monday, I'm going to try to have them in court by that Friday. Get them a court-appointed lawyer, get them a court appearance, because if it's a non-violent case and there's somebody that's automatically going to get probation under the current status of the law, or there's somebody that we can get into a rehabilitative program quick, we need to do that. And they don't need to sit in your jail, causing problems for the jailers, and causing problems for everybody else, and costing the taxpayers $50 a day. It's ridiculous. So, you know, there's lots of ideas, and I'm interested in hearing what you guys think we should be doing better, what the defense attorneys think we should be doing better, because everybody's got good ideas. But one thing that, you know, we need to do as a judiciary, and one of the reasons that I'm running, is we need to be more responsive. And we need to listen to you guys. And we need to listen to defense attorneys. We need to listen to the state. Right now, it's kind of like the breakdown in communication sometimes between law enforcement agencies. Nobody's talking to each other. The judges don't get along with each other. They don't get along with the prosecutor's office. They don't, you know, when the defense attorneys and the prosecutors aren't talking. We all need to sit down and figure out ways to improve the system here together. We're a growing county. There's no reason that judges and defense attorneys and prosecutors can't get in a room together and workshop some of these issues. And law enforcement, you guys need to be at the table too. And let's figure this stuff out and do a better job with taxpayer money. Because it's pretty ridiculous. We can do a much better job. Thank you. Yes.
Did you promise or commit your availability to sign search warrants? Obviously, with probable cause established. Obviously, at work would be one thing, but at home, on your free time, time with your family, after hours.
Well, one of the things that I know you guys know is you can call me now. And, you know, I'm there, and sometimes I jump in the car and I drive all the way from my side of the county all the way over to your side of the county to help you guys handle something. That doesn't doesn't change just because I'm a judge. I will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know, one of the problems that you guys have is that we've got judges like Judge Seiler that answer the phone whenever we call them. And then we have judges that never answer the phone when we call them. And prosecutors, the other night I worked intake and I called 8 different judges before I found somebody to sign a warrant. And that's just ridiculous. You know, you guys pay us a good salary as judges. There's no reason we shouldn't be answering it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, we use technology, so I don't have to meet you guys halfway, and we're going to have to figure out a way to do that over fax, over an email, but we'll figure it out.
If elected as a judge, what do you believe your judicial philosophy would be? Do you feel that you would rule by the letter of the law or spirit of the law?
Well, I think you have to do a little bit of both. I mean, the letter of the law, you know, is certainly something that has to be followed. You know, you have to follow the precedent that's there for you, but there is a lot of spirit in there. You know, one of the things we try to do as a prosecutor's office is figure out who the worst of the worst are. And we've told you, when you arrest somebody, if they're a guy who's really causing a lot of problems in your community, you need to let us know. And we'll add a little extra justice to that guy and keep him out of your community. You know, and that is better for everyone. And I think as a judge, you have to have a similar philosophy. Especially with the limited resources that we're all dealing with. You need to identify who the worst of the worst offenders are. The people that are really dangerous, the sex offenders, the repeat offenders, the violent criminals. And those are the people we need to dispense extra amounts of justice on, as it were. You know, the people that are really dangerous. And that's where I think the spirit, you know, the spirit of the law also says we need to, those people that really aren't that dangerous, we need to funnel them into rehabilitative programs because that's more efficient for everybody.
Thank you.
Well, as I already said, my questions pretty much got butchered up and you've answered them completely. And then some. I'm not going to make you repeat yourself. All I want to say thank you for coming. We truly appreciate it. In closing, what would you like to say to me?
Well, I think the most important thing in this particular race is experience. And, you know, this is a full-time felony criminal court. And I'm the only one who's been a full-time felony criminal prosecutor. I'm the only person that's done full-time felony criminal work for 20 years. I'm board certified in criminal law. I've attained that extra level of expertise. I'm an expert in this field. I'm the only one that's written a search warrant on a murder case. I'm the only one that's tried a capital murder case from the prosecutor's side. I've got the right kind of experience, and I've got the amount of experience and the quality of experience to do the job from day one and do it right. So, I appreciate your endorsement. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you.